Am I being punked right now? Really? Am I being played with right now? Hey everyone, how's it going? I hope you're doing well. For those of you who are new here, my name is Jacob Williams. I am a professional music producer and composer, and I'm gonna tell you what, today my ears are exhausted. I've literally spent the last couple of days finishing up my album for my solo project, Opal, and man, it's been a rough ride. I have literally so overstimulated from not only doing that, but from also doing some work, some freelance work, some scoring, some beat making, you name it. It's a little bit of everything. However, I really want to dive into this CLAIRO album, so I'm just going to do it. If I seem a little exhausted today, I just want you guys to know why. And as always, what we do on this channel is we go in depth and we talk about all the fun little bits. We talk about all the little fun production things that I pick up on, or we talk about really cool vocal techniques or things that are happening with the song's arrangement and structure. So that will be a lot of fun to do on this album. And just a heads up, just so you guys know, the only song I've ever heard from CLAIRO and the only one I've listened to so much because it's so good is one that happens to be on here, which is Sofia. I love it. I mean, it deserves every single stream that it got. It's so simple, it's so catchy, it's so great. I can't wait to listen to it again here with you guys. And let's give some love to our patrons over here, you guys. Like, these people are amazing. They've given me so much extra support to give you guys better content, and I'm forever thankful for all you guys. So give them some love. They're awesome. I also wanted to just quickly note that I mean, you guys have literally made this channel hit over 1,900 subscribers. Like, what is going on? Like, when I first started doing reaction-based content on here, it was just kind of something I decided to do for fun. I had literally no idea that anybody would find any remote interest in it. So thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate seeing all the stuff that you guys say, and I like seeing all the conversations that are being held in the comments, and even a couple that I've seen on socials. So thank you guys. Let's dive into this album, shall we? I'm really excited for it. It's a short one. It's only 11 songs, but quality over quantity is something that I frequently try to tell myself when it comes to the music. Let's dive into track one, Alewife. Alewife. That is a really delightful chord progression. I don't know why it's like speaking to me a lot right now. That's really nice. I'm also really enjoying, there's like something kind of reminding me of Porter Robinson. That's a weird comparison, I know, because CLAIRO is a completely different genre, but I'm hearing like these little airy atmospheric things below the keyboard part. Sounds very magical so far.
And I thought you said it's only 30 minutes from Alewife. I lay in my room, wonder why I've got this life.
The one thing I've always liked about indie music is it always has a nice sense of atmosphere. I don't know if you guys also feel that way, but when it comes to either indie pop, indie rock, indie electronic, anything with the indie label or in the indie space always has really nice atmospheric tones and tendencies, and that's exactly what we're getting from this right here across the board. I'm also liking the lo-fi drums coming in right there. They're not super punchy, they're actually very boxy and just kind of in the midst of the mix right there.
I met you by surprise, you were hanging out all the time. But you know you saved me from doing something to myself that night.
There's some more things happening there in the background underneath CLAIRO's really stellar on pitch, on tone vocal performance there. There's like a light keyboard instrument happening there. It's not like the airy thing before it. It's literally just kind of going an octave up And that's it. It's very simple right now. It's just keys and pads. Oh, now we're getting guitars in the mix, okay?
You called me 7 times, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the line. I didn't mean to scare you, just had the thoughts in my mind.
Simplicity, my good people. Simplicity is so powerful. Right there, the only thing that has been added in verse 2 is a simple hi-hat on the third beat. 1, 2, or no, maybe it's the 2 and the 4s. I'm a producer. I should know these things. No, yeah, I think it's the 2 and the 4. But pretty much every other beat, it's just a quick hi-hat hit. And sometimes that speaks larger than having like a very intrusive instrument or having something very complicated to add energy. There's really no wrong answers in music, you guys. But hearing a very small, simple change work and get pulled off well always makes me happy.
They showed up to my door, my parents.
Oh, the bass is coming. Somebody should have warned me. The bass has come. I'm sorry. This is a very, very, very emotional performance. I shouldn't be acting the way that I'm acting, so I'm going to try to mature.
No word for it. Swear I could have done it if you weren't there when I hit the floor.
Oh, wow. Okay, so all the instruments have slowly died out. It wasn't sudden because I even heard the bass start to cut out towards the end of that verse. And then the guitars followed. And then the keyboards followed. Right? Now we're in this nice open space. Let's see how the chorus pans out now. Up there. It's a very, very quiet noise, you guys. It's very quiet. It's just a weep, weep. You have to really listen for it. Like, just hold your headphones and just really try to listen for it out there in the background. It's a really light, crisp, white noise that's trying to, like, progress the song's energy up a little bit. Right there. Oh, yeah, right there.
It's been so long, and you've been my sister all along. But you know I'll be alright. 8th grade was never that tight.
Wow. Okay. I'm trying to recollect what just happened because that was a really nice progression of production choices. We had those keyboards come in towards the end there and swell up with strings. That distorted bass coming in. And on top of it, before that big buildup, we had a third verse. So there wasn't like a verse, chorus, bridge formula. This, if anything, has been a very folk kind of arrangement for a song. Like it's not very pop. It's more so in like folk leaning territory. And the reason why I say that is because it's more so telling a story and telling the different parts of that story with each verse. So there's no like big hook, right? But instead the instruments just kind of take the place. They kind of make silence or they make breaks for that. Yeah. That was a really powerful swell and movement of music right there. I also really like the electronic kind of tendencies there. They're very light, right? They're not very like CLAIRO trying to be modern, right? And that's what I noticed from Sofia, which we're going to hear later in this video again. But there's a lot of like very crisp lo-fi electronic indie tendencies on this album so far. Really, I mean from the song so far. Let's see if the rest of the album is like that after this is done. I'm going to have this transition into track 2, Impossible. Oh, that was such a nice bass line. Oh, I love distorted bass. Ooh. Who watching this was here for my 21 Pilots video where we talked about Breach. So you know how much I like those funky drums and anything that's just got a little bit of like a hip hop or pop or funk kind of energy to it. It's got like a bit of a like just big strong rhythm section. It's really nice to hear that with the indie tendencies as well. We also have some keyboards, some bass coming in, and it's a nice like kind of moodier cut. It sounds like it's a bit nocturnal sounding so far. Let's see how it progresses.
How are you feeling? How are you doing? I'm sorry, just wanted to hear your voice so clear. What are you thinking? Am I amusing? Feels so strange to talk after all these years.
How could something so quiet sounding be so hype? This is what eludes me about music sometimes is it defies expectation. I'm so sorry, by the way. I didn't notice that my mic was clipping at parts. I'm going to try to edit that out. Let me hold up. There. That should be better. I don't want to be like screaming in your guys' ear holes. But yeah, for those of you who don't play drums or who don't know a lot of drum technicalities or terms or anything like that, what's happening right here is you have like the main drum hits happening in this little rhythm section that's playing in the background, or this beat that's playing in the background, and between every like other couple snare hits there's this like stutter that you'll hear, like but-a-dup, but-a-dup. Those are, I believe, to be ghost notes that are in between. Like as the drummer's playing, they'll kind of do like a little flourish or like a flam or just like little extra notes while they're waiting for the next hit. That's what ghost notes are. Her vocal processing here is really cool. That's like a big wide chorus filter and also some sweet reverb settings.
It's so confusing. All my old feelings coming back to me. When was the last time I saw your face? Going like the back of my head, and I'd say, you're not that done anymore. I picked up the books you threw to the floor. Put them back on the shelf. Don't you see how much I have?
Wow. So her vocalizations sound very R&B to me, like almost a little alternative R&B, right? And the instrumentation feels very like soul, almost 70s, but like a modern take on the 70s. Like it's also very diatonic, I must add. It's not very key changey, at least not yet. It's not very key changey. It also has a little bit, just a hair of like post-punk in it. I know that sounds like weird, but that's what I'm hearing. Especially with those little playful gothic sounding keyboards. Guys, I use weird terms here that don't make a whole lot of sense. They just make sense to me. But that's what I'm hearing. Like it sounds like an organ, or it sounds like a harpsichord with like a bunch of filters on it. It could just be a DX7 kind of keyboard thing. But either way, I like it. It's a vibe. Let's keep the party going.
And I know we're not the same as we were. Used to be
so far, particularly in this song, things have sounded double, but it's really just a bunch of like filters that Clairo's choosing to use on her main vocal. Maybe there's a couple of recorded doubles, but here we're hearing more harmonies come into the mix. Even on Alewife, we didn't hear a lot of harmonies. It was mostly just a single vocal with a bunch of reverb on it, which is a very indie like kind of sound to go for. I'm absolutely loving this. This is great. I like all the catchy melodies and the grooves. It's a nice contrast because her singing voice is so soft, right? But the instrumentation complements it so well. So well. What is happening, people? Really, what is happening? This is a cool sound that we haven't really like checked out yet on this channel, and I'm so glad that you guys voted for this. So like, what's great about it is there's a lot of room for things, right? Like the instrumentals aren't like totally crowded with sounds, but even all those like noodly higher end guitar riffs coming in right there, they just sound so well layered, right? They just sound so like complementary to what's going on around them.
No, we're not the same as we were. Used to be fun and hard, but now it just hurts me so bad. And you know that I can't hold back all of these worries that I have had about you.
I was going to mention that earlier. There's like a choir. I don't know if it's a keyboard thing or if it's like a sample of a choir or what, but like it sounds so haunting, but so relaxing at the same time. I like that vinyl set too. That was a treat. That was a really, really awesome treat. I really enjoyed that song. I also enjoyed Alewife, and I love Sofia. So we're 3 out of 10. Whoa, we're 3 out of 11 right now. Let's move on to Closer to You, which is track 3. Am I being punked right now? Really? Am I being played with right now? The internet at this point knows how much I love trap beats and knows how much I love those like pop trap beats, like what you heard in I don't know, on some songs on Rep era Taylor Swift and so on. Like it's in all kinds of pop music. But are you guys pulling a fast one on me? Did someone hack Spotify and like swap the instrumental of this? No, I'm just kidding. But I really like it. Let's see how CLAIRO sounds over a beat like this. I've never heard her over a sound like this before.
I feel it in my bones, even when I'm alone. Mama said I told you so, going down a different road. You call me late at night, I pick up every time.
You guys, very, 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 very serious question here. The internet knows how much I love autotune and how much I enjoy using it, how much I enjoy listening to it, how much I like hearing singers like Charlie XCX use it in our artistic ways. What is happening? This is the best thing ever. This is like Christmas, but 2 months early. Like, what is happening? We have an artist that I know to be like an indie artist. I don't even like pigeonholing people, but to me, she's an indie artist because that's all I really know from her. And I know there's like really cool effects and stuff in Sofia, but I didn't expect like full blown like auto tune over like trap inspired beats.
Could rewind, get some peace of mind. Shut up, don't wanna hear it now. I'm fed up. Wish I could say it was enough to make me walk away. And I messed up, 'cause every time I start to get up, and know my head feels fucked up, and I know it won't change. The things you do.
No, stop. This is so good. This is so great. This is charming even. I love how lush the beat sounds. Like we have these very smooth synth pads coming in, complementing her vocal stacks so great. And I mean, it goes to show, right? Like she uses a lot of natural tones and tendencies when she sings and has a habit of doing that because the auto tune is cranked probably up to like just a couple of second response retune speed. And it's curving a lot, which means that it doesn't mean that her voice is off tune or by any means. It means that the raw vocal that she's putting into the like computer is very on pitch, or it vibrates a lot. She uses a lot of vibrato, and it's trying to like compute for that. It's trying to like find where she belongs, and hearing it just smooth out in the retune speed towards this sweeping moment with these pads. Oh, it's so majestic.
You make me want to get closer to you. And the things that you say only make me want to stay.
Amazing. Amazing. Those little guitar plucks coming in over the beat. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We're only like, I'm only familiar with 4 songs on it, but am I going to have to add this? This is my question to you guys by the end of this. Am I going to have to add this to my top 50 albums of all time? Am I going to? Because so far, this would sound like an album that belongs on that. There was actually an album I forgot to put on that, and I'm going to have to include some honorable mentions, but 22 A Million by Bon Iver is an album that I should have put on that in lieu of something else, but I just liked everything else in that video so much.
Can't push me away.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going away. You know the street runs 2 ways. Say, so I need to hear your voice. No, I'm standing here by choice.
We have those same plucks, but higher. So in the like chorus or the hook, they were lower. This feels like the same interval, but an octave higher.
And I can hear that background noise.
Ooh, go lower. Yeah, go lower.
Anyway.
Oh, nice.
Shut up.
Oh,
Don't wanna hear it now. I'm fed up.
the beat picked up.
Wish I could say it was enough to make me walk away. And I messed up, 'cause I
Guys, I'm going nuts over here. The percussion and the hi-hats just going around the entire spatial space, and then this new snare that came in, and her voice just slaps against us. This is something I literally didn't expect. If anything, I thought we were going to get nothing but just sad acoustic pop across this entire thing. Like, okay, Alewife was beautiful, but I literally thought we were just going to get a bunch of that, and then Sofia in the in the middle.
start to get up, and know my head feels fucked up, and I know it won't change. The things you do only make me want to get closer to you.
So they kept everything from the first part of the chorus, and then for this part, there's like a little kind of shaker thing added in there, and sometimes even just small, like we were talking about at the beginning, small, simple changes, small, simple arrangement choices like that really help to just bolster a song's energy and makes it not like conform to the same loopage or loop tendencies that it might establish in a song like this. But Spot on. Just spot on.
And the things that you say only make me want to stay.
You guys. I have never, I mean, okay, maybe some songs on this channel have, but I've never had a song just totally melt my heart like that, like at least not in a long time. That, oh, like, I don't know, that just hit so many high notes for me. It really did. Like, it literally was beyond something I expected on here. I know, like, okay, surface level, you guys might be thinking, well, Jake, we know what CLAIRO's sound is and you don't. And this definitely sounds like something that she does often. Okay, well, I don't know that. So to me, hearing this amidst my perceived like expectations that I want challenged about this album, I'm very happy. I'm very happy to be wrong. Let's move on to track number 4, North. Oh.
I'm nervous, couldn't tell you why.
Okay.
Touching your hands, on this.
Straight into alt rock. After that banger, we went straight into alt rock. CLAIRO's band, or the producer who performed these instruments, is putting in work to make her sound very versatile, but also work with all these tracks. All these tracks have a very similar aesthetic, but they sound varied enough. Oh my God, this might be a masterpiece.
I know I could turn a blind eye, afraid of what I'm gonna find. Does it really have to be this way? Oh, and my body hasn't felt the same since you left my apartment.
How is she so good at making really catchy, like quick melodies, right? Like they're not complicated, they're not drawn out, they're actually very simple intervals. Like dun, 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 is a very simple interval, but she's just doing it very, very, very well. And the instrumentation is very like 90s alt rock, 2000s alt rock even, I would say, because it's a little more distorted, it's a little more modern sounding, but it's got this nice like lo-fi quality to the mix that the other songs also share.
Think my pills still have your scent. I just want to let you know.
Nice rhythmic
You
change.
see the signs that you don't show.
I like it because some parts of the song sound like it's cutting out, but on purpose. Like they're going for that very, like, it sounds like you're listening to it on a radio kind of quality. And some of these descending riffs too are a nice melodic and rhythmic change to what we're already used to hearing. I really want this to just blow up. Like, not in terms of numbers. That's not what I meant by blow up. But what I mean is, like, I want the instrument the color of this instrumental to really just expand right here in these next couple of sections.
I know that we got some potential, 'cause that love you gave me was so gentle.
Nice buzzing bass right there. Ooh. Okay, so we had like that little break right there between the passages. We had the bass just like going, right? And then I think the drummer or the drums was doing something to kind of maintain the speed. And then a reverse guitar sustain kind of peaking up. And then some really heavy, like distorted synth noise or guitar noise coming in out of nowhere.
Think that you could stay. I need more time. I need to get away from here. Pour my love out. Spill it out on the ground. Is it on my head? What are you saying? Usually I'd be fine, but my head is spinning. I never let anybody in
like a noise happening on the snare drum back there, I believe. And I think it sounded like a bit of a like keyboard hit or like a pop or like a very like high, and like reverbed. Hold on. What is that? A piano maybe, but processed and like messed around with? Probably. Yeah. That could very well be what that is. Excellent energy. Let's see how this bridge pans out.
All I'm trying to say is I miss you.
Ooh, right there, my people. I know she's singing, but the drums are not cone filtered. We talked a lot about cone filters on here. They are low passed. So what that means is the producer or the engineer is using a EQ to sort of scoop out all the high and most of the mid frequencies and just have the boop, 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 boop come through from the drums. It's a great way to kind of transition energy or to make different energy happen in different spaces or parts of songs.
In every way, fingertips on my back, things I know that I can't have. Never seen a place like this. Got it together, but my breath feels so.
Her choice of effects and like effect pedals are like everything that I want in like a pop singer or an indie singer or someone. When it comes to like things that I like to experiment with, even in the studio myself, I love hearing just wild effect choices being used, right? And that's what's so great about CLAIRO's sound, at least from what I've perceived from the song I know and from all of these, is she's not afraid to use these effects to bring more nuance to her sound or to her singing ability, right? Because her singing is very simple, right? Like there's no doubt in my mind that she puts so much work into her voice, but her singing style in general is very simple. So she uses the effects to really take it to the next level and to really add more color to her songs. And it's just amazing. This phaser that got added right here is straight out of like late 70s psychedelic rock. The strings coming in. The way that the band faded out right there was so smooth. It was so smooth. That song was incredible. It was a nice vibe switch. I am so impressed with the variety here. I'm having like a 21 Pilots moment, you know? Like when I first discovered bands like that, multiple artists and bands like that I've discovered over just my entire existence listening to music. And I always love finding artists that have so much variety in their sound. Kind of like the first artist we reacted to on this channel, Lord, right? Like I love hearing spontaneous choices. Lots of variety, but what's very special about this album is CLAIRO is finding a way to make everything feel like it has the same aesthetic. Like it sounds like the album cover, you know? And I don't know, I've always had a hard time doing that personally. Like I'm not the best musician, so when I make my own music, I always have a hard time kind of linking things up and making things sound flush with each other. But here it feels like it's effortless. I'm sure there was a lot of hard work that went into this, but being able to experiment with different genres and different sounds and to still make it sound like CLAIRO, like make it sound like herself, just so authentic. This is a very authentic piece of work. Let's move on to Bags. Bags looks like the second most popular song on here. Let's find out why. Oh, we got punchier drums, people. I like those guitars too. Sorry, CLAIRO. We're going to talk about your drum and guitar action going on here, and then we'll talk about you. So what I noticed is in that groove, it goes snare, kick, snare, kick, snare, snare, kick, snare, kick, snare, kick, snare, kick, snare, snare. And that snare thing that happens, like the double snare hit, happens with the guitar strum. So the guitar strum is just down strum. It's just dun 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 dun. So having with it just adds like a different groove to it. I'm gonna have to simple movement there, but I'm gonna keep that one in the noodle for when next time I'm doing drums.
I don't wanna talk to you anymore.
Yeah, right there.
All these little games, you can call me by the name I gave you.
Oh,
Yesterday.
oh, nice. Wow.
Every minute counts. I don't wanna watch TV anymore. Can you figure me out? Just to waste more time on the couch. Can you see me? I'm waiting for the right time. I can't reach you, but if you want the pleasure's all mine.
Hello, rhythmic, dynamic stuff. I know that this is a quiet indie song, you guys, but you got to understand, I'm weird, and sometimes the most like simple stuff just makes me giddy because it's all about choices. Making music is literally about art and expression and emotion, 100%. But following that are choices that we make as creative people. And hearing just even small stuff like that, like I'm literally I'm getting a little emotional because it's just, they're very small choices that she's making on these songs, but they impact it so much, and I'm going to explain why. So we had that kind of stable rhythm thing happening, right? And then the smooth vocal layers that CLAIRO put over this, like they're giving me elements of like Sasha Alex Sloan, very pop, very country. Even there's a tiny bit of country, not full blown country, right? Just a little bit, mostly folk though. I would put it more in the folk department than the country department of music, but it has a little bit of that twang to it, just a little bit, and then alternative rock. So there's a lot happening here in such a simple song, and it's very groovy. And then during that chorus, to pick things up, because CLAIRO's still singing with that very emotional, moody kind of tone, you have these snares just going between the main beats. So the main beat might be going, but between all of those, we have the snares ghost notes going kind of like hi-hats, but the snare just has a very dry sound to it and a very rough sound, so it kind of gives it a bit of a heavier emotional feeling to it.
You see me using everything to hold back. I guess this could be worse. Walking out the door with your bags. Walking out the door with your bags. Walking out the door with your bags. Walking out the door with your bags.
I needed water. Things are getting fire in here. So, yeah, that was either a lead guitar right there being added into it. And what an emotional song, leaving out the door with your bags. Oh, that's horrible. Yeah, ouch. Even just thinking about what she was singing about earlier. Oh, ow. Yeah, wow. The song's meaning just hit me in the face. I'm over here smiling and having a good time. This is the depressing song. I'm so sorry, you guys. But back to seriousness. That is either a lead guitar at the end there with a pedal, or that is a keyboard of some kind. She always has a way of implementing these really neat keyboard sounds or lead guitars. I've never been able to understand it in her music, especially on Sofia. Let's keep the party going, or let's keep the depresso going. Oh, that is a piano. Stop. That like pause where everything just stops playing. like almost as if your heart stopped or sunk to the bottom of your chest before you go into the next part. That was so gripping. Again, simple decisions, but they're so important.
Your glass of wine, Mitchell told me I should be just fine. Cases under the bed, spill it open, let it rush to my head. I don't wanna be forward, I don't wanna cut corners, save a list with everything I have inside me. I'm not the type to run, I know that we're having fun, but what's the rush? Kissing and my cheeks are so flushed.
Was this different than the other pre-chorus? Remind me, you guys. Was this different? Because it feels different. I feel like this is a new melody in this pre-chorus, which, if that's the case, it's a very interesting choice to change the melodic and the rhythmic context of your song in the pre-chorus, because the pre-chorus is a very powerful moment when it comes to song arrangement. You can really do a lot with pre-choruses. Ooh, and we go into the piano. What? We go into the piano, right? That's not the chorus, that's the piano from the post-chorus. Okay. Oh,
Tell you how I felt.
more layers.
Sugar-coated mountain in your mouth. Pardon my emotions, I should probably keep it all to myself. Know you'd make fun of me. Can you see me? I'm waiting for the right time. I can't reach it, but if you want the pleasure's all mine. Can you see me using everything to hold back? I guess it's walking out the door with your bags.
I'm okay. I'm all right. That. Wow. Okay. I completely understand why that was the second most popular song from this project. I'm sorry. Was this 2019? Why did I not know that? I thought this was like a COVID album or something. Like, wow. Okay. All right. Yeah. Wow. I have a lot I could say about that song, but it was very good. It was very emotional. Again, guys, the simple changes in songs, that is what does it. That sometimes is what makes or breaks a song, is just very simple ideas and changes. I'm having another moment kind of like with Breach by 21 Pilots. I think one of you guys in the comments actually pointed it out when I said it. And, sometimes I wake up, because I make songs every day. That's my job, is I either ghost produce, or I make beats for people, or I compose, or I help people create songs, or I make music of my own. And sometimes you wake up some days and you think like, all right, like, have I literally heard every song from pop punk, alternative, electronic, pop, hip hop? Have I heard every genre that's been possible up until this point? And this album, I feel like, is really opening up a door for me, because this is such a very sweet and charming album, and it's a sound that I haven't heard anyone else really do. Again, I heard Sofia when that was like I think it was blowing up on TikTok or something around that time. I heard it on the radio on some alternative station where I used to live. And yeah, I just never really thought to dive deeper, but I'm literally so impressed with this project so far. Let's keep it going into track 6, Softly, which is also a very popular song from this album. Ooh.
Is it alright to feel this way so
this is the jazzy song of the album for sure. But I'm loving that bass line, the boom, and it's going down and up and down in intervals, and then you have that very 70s like guitar over there on the left, and then just the moody vocals. It's just so everything. It just sits right. I love it. Keep it going.
Didn't mean to get so close.
Harmonies.
Know that I should probably go, but I got this feeling. Tell me, girl, I gotta know. Touch you softly, I call you up
Oh my God! Hold on.
tonight. Know that it isn't right, but you could be my one and only. You get me in the mood. Know what I'm trying to do. Do you think that we can move closer, baby? I want you.
Love that filter at the end right there. The funky jazz thing stops completely before that hook, and it's just all straight chords and just straight melodies and just just simple. I didn't even hear bass. The bass just like went away. The instruments just simplified so that the vocals could have their moment and so it can make room for it.
And in my mind,
Wow.
ways to ask you, why don't you come over sometime?
Does all of CLAIRO's music just sound this good? Like, does it all have this just really good quality to it? Because this is so quality, you guys. It's so quality.
I go, but I got this feeling. Tell me, girl, I gotta know.
The bass line right there went down with the same intervals that she was singing.
Call you up late tonight. Know that it isn't right, but you could be my one and only. You got me in the mood. Know what I'm trying to do.
Wait. This same part in the other chorus had a completely different drum line, a completely different instrumentation. The rhythm and the melodic content just completely changed to like a B section, but with the same lyrics, and then we're back to the tagline of the chorus.
Do you think that we can move closer, baby? I want you.
Oh, plus those swing percussion back there. Oh, piano.
And I don't care what they say. And I don't care what they say to me.
That was such a cool song. And I know what Sofia is about. I've listened to it a lot. So hearing a song like that lead into Sofia kind of feels like a prequel to it. Kind of feels like it's leading us into that same energy. Now, I've already heard Sofia so many times. I'm gonna listen to it, but I'm gonna try not to say a whole lot because it won't really be like a primary like first reaction to the song or anything. But let's jam and let's have a good time.
Think we could do it if we tried. If only to say you're mine. Sophia, know that you and I shouldn't feel like a crime. Love you with your head down, baby. You don't gotta fight. I'll be here till the end of time. Wishing that do it if we tried. If only to say you're mine. Do it if we try.
Timeless. That is such a timeless song. It's so good. There's like all kinds of like, it's indie, it's alternative, whatever you want to call it. It's got electronic synthesizers back there building up. It's got these amazing guitar lines and guitar processing. I think from a processing standpoint and like engineering standpoint, the song is great. Obviously, the lyrics are great. The melodies are very memorable. It stuck with me instantly. The first time I heard this song, did not take any time to grow on me. It literally just was an instant like add. I was like, I love this song. This song is great. It's magical. Yeah, I really wish I listened to this album back then, but I'm kind of glad I didn't, because now I get to experience it with you guys. Yeah, I've listened to that song for a while, pretty much since I want to say like late 2020, maybe early 2021, I think is when I heard it. Somewhere around there. It was COVID, so I was spending a lot of time inside. And yeah, I just remember it being around when I was kind of picking up a lot of jobs with my freelance career, and it actually served as inspiration for a couple of choices I made on songs here and there. So yeah, no, I have a really good relationship with that song. I literally love that song. Let's move on to track 8, White Flag. Ooh, I can already hear those harmonies in the background, people. We got an 808. We got an 808 coming in.
Peace and all back together again. Didn't get along. Been 4 years since we had it all, and you were my friend. First felt loneliness.
Oh, I love the way this picks up. So we already have an ambient sort of ethereal lead up to this. It's very airy. It's very atmospheric, very foggy day feeling, right? And then we have these beautiful, lush sounds accompanying her voice, and this booming bass right out the gate, setting the tone, setting the energy. Gives me a very R&B kind of feel, R&B energy, definitely. And then this processing stack that just gets added to her voice right here on the hook, and then these little ticky percussions coming in too is just magical. So that is a thing that is very unique about CLAIRO's music, is the play between the keyboards and the guitars. Even when the song is not very high energy, there's a lot of play happening between those two instruments, and it definitely has a very nice band energy to it. It feels very big. It feels like there's a lot of dynamics happening between all of the band members or all of the instruments in the production. And again, like I said on I think it was Impossible, there's a lot of like space on this album, but it like feels good. It's like a nice sort of release. This album feels like just a huge comforting like hug or something.
You kick me when I'm down. Oh, how can you pretend you didn't say that? Wish you the best. I know that you're stressed out, but you know in small towns what goes around comes back around.
Wow. Oh, you hear that? The most beautiful part about that song were those background harmonies. Really good job on that, CLAIRO. And then you also have her using one of my favorite effects. I literally love this effect on quite literally everything. The tremolo, like, or the gate. It's more like a gate sometimes. Great job on that. That felt very good for like a slower cut, and I think that was an appropriate place to put one on this album. Also, another like again, this is. Am I having a moment? Am I discovering something that will be very important to me in the future? Because that's how it feels. Let's move on to track 9, Feel Something. Ooh. That crisp clap snare thing right there is...
Traveled so far on my own.
Like,
I don't know where I've gone.
oh, nice emphasis.
And
So her voice right there drags out, but she moves something, and I want to say it's like her soft palate. I'm not a vocal coach, so I wouldn't know, but like something happens with her voice right there that changes the color or the texture of the note as it's going on. And with the reverb settings they have on it, along with maybe like a saturator or a compressor, oh, that was so smooth, you guys.
I wanna be
Oh.
alone when I am so far from my home. You wanna feel something, but I
Yes.
don't feel nothing. Trying so hard to get over you.
With an electronic beat. With an electronic beat. This isn't real life. This isn't real life. This isn't an album that was just totally made for me. But I really do like here, you guys. I'm trying to keep it factual. I'm trying not to just goo goo gaga all over this thing. Like, it's great. This beat, the way that everything just swells around it, and she's got this very nice bluesy kind of tone to her voice as she's singing over it. It's just such a good vibe. It's such a nice, airy piece of music. I don't even know what genre it is. It just feels good. It just feels great.
Wanna go back to the place where we started at the party. I see you, but you keep your guard up. We could
Oh,
be
that bass.
something special if you wanted. I'm afraid that if we tried to, you would just give up.
Oh,
You wanna feel something, but I don't feel.
oh, before that second clap kicks in, you guys, there's like a reverse one, so it's going into the next clap. Oh, like that, like that.
You won't feel nothing. Trying so hard to get over you. You wanna feel something, but I don't feel nothing. Trying so hard to get over you.
I have so much to say right now. This is like my this album has hit so many of my checklists here. Even this song, we have the electronic beat with the swooping percussion, these weird industrial things, but it's also very poppy. It's very soft, very mellow, very chill. And then you have it goes from like 808s to those wobble bass, which being a dubstep, chill step producer, like I love that stuff. Those frequencies are so amazing, and like hearing that in this context is something I never expected. And then her voice just ringing with all these instruments in such a nice way. Like, obsessed with this project right now. Moving on to track 10, Sinking. Oh,
Every night, think of the things I can't do, I haven't done. And does it make me weak? You wait for something more.
so we start off with this groove, right? It's like a very dark R&B kind of groove with these like very, I don't know, alternative electronic drums and guitars, and then these smooth crooner vocals come in to just lead it out so smoothly. Right now we're in like the slower portion of the album. Like, I'd say everything after Sofia is like kind of the slower portion, arguably, but it's so well executed, so moody.
To the floor. Oh, you cannot be
That keyboard is like low pass by a little bit. Like the EQ probably looks, I don't know, like it's just a giant M, right? Like it's cutting out the highs, a little bit of the lows, and making room for these precious mids. And it's got to be ran through like a bunch of buses. It's got to be just like so processed and so just magical sounding because of the processing and the way that they're moving it across the stereo field like that. Oh, that bass too. Loved the harmonies getting some love at the end of that song's arrangement right there, like right at the tail end. Top notch to whoever produced this album. I mean, it's a good project, you guys. I don't know what else to say about it. I'm literally speechless. Let's move on to the last song, I Wouldn't Ask You. It is the longest song on the album. So I'm going to try to shake things up in the edit. I'm going to try to make it a little more consistent so you guys aren't sitting here all day listening to it with me. This album has been an incredible experience. Thank you to the many of you who have voted for this, because this it's just an awesome project. We start off with a warbly piano.
I wouldn't ask you to take care of me. Oh, and I wouldn't ask you to take care of me.
Wow, so no auto-tune at first, and then it just swelters in.
I wouldn't ask you to take care
No auto-tune.
me. Oh, and I wouldn't ask you to take care of me. Ask about your life.
Hear that little crackly thing up there?
In the nosebleeds, laying in your bed, call it intimacy. Wish I could move you and I together there. Baby, wake the fuck up. Time for you to grow up. Don't you know that life is really ever fair? I wouldn't ask you to take care of me. Oh, and I wouldn't ask you to take care of me.
Wow. Okay. So we go from that amazing, almost church hymn sounding big pop ballad, almost want to say leaning like gospel-ish tendencies, right? Like I don't even want to say that. Like it's just a big, soulful, sweltering pop ballad to now this very beat sensitive B section outro second part of the song thing we're about to experience. Okay. I have to say, and this is a bold statement, out of everything we've checked out on this channel, this album has shocked me the most. And I know that's a bold thing to say, but it has literally hit so many just strange high notes that I didn't expect. I didn't expect so much experimentation on here. Electronic textures, hip hop and R&B beats, soulful energy from the vocals, 70s sort of keyboard guitar play, indie alternative drums. I mean, very emotional lyrics too. Like, just very, even if they're raw and simple, just a lot of simple things on this album that make everything just feel right. Like, you could tell that they took the effort, both CLAIRO and the musicians that she worked with on here, and the producers and engineers and everybody involved, really took the time necessary to just evaluate everything and to put out a really good 11-track project. I really liked how that last song just felt like 2 songs in one, so it felt like we got almost a 12-track. That was amazing. I wish I checked it out before, but again, I'm glad I'm checking it out here with you guys, and thank you for being a part of this listening experience. I have a lot of favorites on here. You will see them in the description. And who knows, maybe we'll have more CLAIRO on this channel in the future, because I definitely want to see what her other music is about. Again, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you and your time, and have a great rest of your day.